Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a messages from your guides reading. We're going to try to see whatever message they would most want to bring through, kind of like spirit take the wheel. What does the Aries collective need to hear right now? So I am going to be reading some things from the book. In this particular reading, I like to do that. Specifically like 2 decks I like to read from the book. So I am going to get all the oracle cards out quickly first, and then we will continue with the reading. So what does Aries most need to hear right now? Spirit, what is the message that they most need? We have the bride offers herself. With beauty on the bottom of the deck. Oh, hold on, because I have the book. Oh, and these are turned. Yep. What message does Aries most need right now? Spirit? Which message? 2. Which message? Let's get 3. Okay, which message does Aries most need right now? Get wild. Okay. Do this like that. Okay. With love on the bottom of the deck. And where was this? Okay. Which message does Aries most need right now? Spirit? Oh. Take action. With communicate clearly. Which message does Aries most need right now? Spirit? The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I'm gonna grab some of these. I'm gonna close my eyes, and if I get a month, I'm gonna put it back. Oh, I just got 2. I don't know if I meant to do that. All right. We'll just take them. Maybe we'll grab more of those later. We have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally with disappointment in some affair. Okay. And that's how they came out. Let me just put it like that. Okay, so what is going on here, guys? It seems like I feel like this disappointment here could be disappointment with yourself for not taking action on something that you would like to take action on, that you feel very drawn to take action on. With that being here, because we have the action and then we have taking a vacation physically or mentally. Also, the song that I shuffled for you was Leave It All to Me by Miranda Cosgrove. It's from iCarly. It's the theme song, but I feel like that song is, I love that song. I love that show. But leave it, how does that song even go? I know. You see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. I don't know. I feel like it's a song about almost like you get what you give. Like you have to, a lot of it has to do not even only with your actions, but the way that you're like looking at the situation, the way you're thinking about the situation, your perceptions, the way you're seeing the situation. I don't know if I said that already, but the emotions associated with those thoughts, if you're feeling guilty, like especially if you say this is career related, even though I think it might be love related because we had that love energy on the bottom of the deck, but it could be different for different people, you know. But let's say it's career related and you feel like, oh, I feel really drawn to go be a nurse. I really want to be a nurse. I feel like this is like, you know, my calling in life to help heal people in this way. Like, I feel like I'm, you know, good in a crisis. Like, I'm not squeamish with blood. There's like a lot of things in your whole life. People have been like, oh, you're such a caretaker. Oh, you should be like a doctor or a nurse. It's almost something like that where you felt very drawn to do something. And this says you've been training for this for lifetimes. It's like a true calling here. And maybe you've been procrastinating on applying to school or whatever you have to do here, and you're like beating yourself up. But I feel like especially like the nursing example is good because like nursing school is notoriously known for being extremely, like, people have to quit their jobs just to get through nursing school. A lot of people fail. They say, like, I forget what percent, it's a very high percentage of people that end up like not making it through. So maybe it's good to sort of take this little vacation, mental vacation before you embark on this nursing degree, because like you probably will be very busy with that for quite a while and not really be able to kick back and relax. So it's all about the way you're looking at it. Maybe it's good to like get a little wild now and you know, also make a plan while you're relaxing and then be like, okay, this is when I want to do this. But I feel like the key is to not like get swept up in guilt and feeling like, oh, like I should be doing this or that. Like, if you want to do it, take the action, but also enjoy the free time that you have now before like you embark on this journey, as well as like in a love thing, if you're thinking about taking action and, you know, trying to maybe offer a more serious commitment. We have this bride energy here to somebody and offering some sort of communication to somebody. We had that there. And maybe you feel like you've been slacking or like, oh, why haven't I been doing it? But, you know, things will change once, you know, you two are dating and then in a relationship. So maybe it's not a bad thing to sort of enjoy your solitude for a little while before that commitment is upon you. So let's look at this bride offers herself here. Energy. I'm going to read that in this one. Number 43, the bride offers herself. There is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way, and that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of a life circumstance or situation, whether it is immediately recognized as a gift or not. To accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now. Whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward, there is a gift of grace from the divine feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself in willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged and will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. So yeah, I feel like that's a hopeful message, and kind of like the part that was sticking out to me. She's offering herself to the mystery unfolding. To accept this offering as a bridegroom, accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. It's all about the way you're looking at the situation, even if it is challenging, like that book was talking about. It's all about getting into a divine feminine energy, with the bride energy being here, kind of like allowing yourself to be like swept up in the universe, just like not swept up in the universe, but like surrendering to the universe and being swept up in like going with the flow of what's happening. It's not about trying to like dictate and control things. It's about like attuning to what your body needs. Remember that Ask Body card fell out before as well? It's about like attuning to those needs. And if you feel like you need this rest here, not like beating yourself up for it, and knowing that like things will work out at the perfect time. Let's look at this get wild energy here. Oh my goodness. I just gotta like find, hold on. Get creative, get wild, number 26, page 26, Earth. Okay. To connect with our wild nature is to bring ourselves into a state of balance. Having been raised in a culture that favors order, control, discipline, and obligatory respect for authority, many of us get a feeling of danger when we start to veer off the given path. I love that this is like, okay, anyway, kind of like resonating with what I was feeling. This card is asking you to spend some time with the primal intuitive aspect of yourself. What immediately comes to mind when you think of that part of you? Is your wild self, if your wild self was a movement, what would it be? If it was a sound, what would the sound be? If it was a song, what is that song? Spend some time asking yourself what it means to you to get wild, and then make time and space for that. All right, let's read about the wolf. The wolf teaches us how to reconnect to our instincts, intuition, and wild self. In many myths and folklore, wolves are a symbol for the villain, the aggressive stalker. While wolves don't typically attack humans, when we moved away from our roots of hunter-gatherer lifestyle to one of farming, agriculture, and domesticity, wolves became an enemy capable of the effortless destruction. But what happened within humans when we made the switch from hunter-gatherer to passive cultivation? We lost our wolf, and with that, we became strangers with our instinct. Ooh, I love that. Thus we came to fear the untamed and rejected the unrefined qualities within ourselves that resemble the wolf. Call on the wolf as a guide in the journey of reconnecting with your untamed self. Yeah, so I feel like you could be like, maybe you like, say you just graduated high school, or you graduated some sort of associate's degree, like, you know, at like a community college, and you're trying to figure out the next step, and you're taking like a break. It's like you feel guilty for needing that rest period. But I think Spirit's like, no, like, it's just like societal conditioning, basically. Like, you need to like, it does feel off to like follow the edict of your own soul instead of society's guidelines. So I mean, I think it's natural if you're feeling some sort of disappointment in yourself here. So the blackberry. Wild blackberry is considered one of the most invasive plants across multiple continents. The more we have domesticated plants and landscaped our environment, the more people have come to view plants that are untamable as weeds and a nuisance. The blackberry teaches us that having confidence in our authentic selves, despite how much people frown upon it, is the key to expansion. I love that. Call upon blackberry when you need an ally in embracing your wild. And aragonite helps us connect to our childhood and past lives. It serves as a powerful portal to remembering that which we have forgotten, and in this way it gets us in touch with the natural curiosity and rawness that children possess. So much internal work is simply reclaiming what we have been conditioned to neglect within ourselves. Aragonite also holds a lot of earth energy and instills within us a reverence for our natural environment, reminding us that we are not separate from it, we are a part of the wildness. So yeah, basically this is saying the you that you were, I mean, I guess they're using, you know, back in the day, like, you know, when we were hunting and gathering, but also, like, I like how they brought children into it, because I feel like a lot of the times, when you're trying to, like, find yourself or reconnect to your soul, that's where it begins. Like, who was I as a child? What did I like to do? What was my personality like? Because I feel like that's, like, the true essence of your soul. And then, like, if you, like, did, like, you like wrote a list of like you as a child versus you as an adult, and just to see like what the differences are and what the similarities are. What have you lost? What have you gained? Do you like who you are? You know, kind of like a little compare contrast that might be interesting in some way. I mean, I don't know, probably different for everybody, especially if you have like strayed really far from it, or if you're still really in touch with it and you're like, oh wow, like no, like it's like more easy for me to maybe stray from the beaten path, the well-trod path here, because I've always just been that way, just to kind of like assess where you're at as far as your wildness, because it seems like Spirit's really bringing that to our attention here. So let's just get like 4 of these. What does Spirit want to say to Aries? Weigh and discern everything you're told. Okay. Oh, that's, should we keep these? Yeah, I feel like these are meant to come out. And so we have weigh and discern everything you're told, embrace uncertainty, Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the logical mind can't. Honestly, as long as you're happy, who the hell cares? And let loose a little bit and have some mindless fun. So yeah, Spirit's really saying like, let go of this disappointment in yourself. It's okay to get a little crazy sometimes. It's okay to take a break. Oh, look, I just cut to that. Connect with divine feminine energy. It's more like music, fun, painting, art, cooking, dance, kindness, sexuality. I feel like you need a little bit of that in your life. Let go of the idea that like you should be doing things and just do what you want to do for a little while. Let's like get some tarot as well to clarify these. When you discern everything you're told, we have the Temperance card with balance. It's called in this deck. Compromise, self-control, and moderation. So maybe you're told, I feel like this is more again about like societal conditioning than about what someone's, or I shouldn't say that. Maybe somebody is telling you, like a parent, some authority figure. This wild card was talking about it, I believe, where they're like, no, what are you doing with your life? Like, you need to be doing this, blah, 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 blah. And maybe you are going like a little bit too much. So it's not about just like abandoning what you feel you need to do for yourself and just doing what other people say, but it's about compromise. I like that this says compromise with weigh and discern, because it's almost like maybe there is some truth to what society says or what your parents are saying or what some authority figure is saying, but you need to maybe take that in with whatever your own soul's truth is and kind of blend the two together, which is what Temperance is all about here. Maybe employ some moderation, maybe add a little bit of structure, but also have lots of time for like free time and that more feminine energy, because I feel like Spirit's mainly bringing that energy forward to be talked about here. And like we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire in this deck. Opportunity, creativity, and action. I feel like a lot of times in your free time, when you are allowing yourself to have that freedom and that playtime, as I like to call it, that is when you're able to get in touch with true creativity. And maybe you'll just be like, you know, painting for fun and you'll be inspired, or you could be cooking and you know, realize like that's what you want to do, and like you really have a knack for like throwing a meal together just with like stuff in your pantry. I don't know, I just feel like there's like opportunities for creativity. That's what that free time is allowing you to do. Even just like if you're doing like a task, like some sort of art or something that you like to do, it could like free up your mind to have like be inspired, like something with your nursing degree that you want to do. You know, I'm just like using that as the example for this reading, but like overall as I continue just to keep it cohesive. But do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's not related to like the creative arts, it could just like free up your mind in order to like let some plan formulate, let Spirit like impart some knowledge to you. And I think that's what this is kind of saying. Like if you feel compelled to like meditate and do more like softer feminine things not really related to your ambitions, it might be because there's some sort of idea that needs to come to you through this like downtime that you wouldn't really be able to hear if you're like thinking and analyzing and in that more masculine energy. Embrace uncertainty. We have the Six of Earth, charity, generosity, and windfall. So yeah, I feel like something that could be an issue here maybe is how you're going to pay for school. Maybe you're like denied financial aid and then you just kind of like let things fall by the wayside. So it's almost like by embracing the uncertainty and just going with the flow of the universe and surrendering, which is what this to me sort of means, without having a plan. This is planning, partnering, and progress. It's almost like I feel like somebody could come in to help you. There could be almost like a little miracle that kind of like comes through where it's like you come into some money, so like the problem is solved for you. It's almost like going with the flow of the universe will eliminate the need to sort of plan. There could be somebody that generosity, windfall, charity that sort of helps your cause, or again some sort of scholarship or grant that you were unaware of and like you just hear about it, or someone tells you about it and you're just like, oh my god, really? Like it's almost like by embracing like, okay, you know what, there just doesn't seem to be a way for me to like sign up for nursing school right now because I can't afford it, and then just like going with that and deciding, okay, I'm just gonna like rest this semester and just, I don't know, embrace the wildness and just being able to relax and things like that. It's like then all of a sudden the answer could like appear out of nowhere is a vibe that I'm getting. Honestly, as long as you're happy, who the hell cares? Oh, that's 3. I don't want 3. That's 1 card that we could get here. I really love this deck. This is the first time I'm using it. I never even like looked at it before I used it, but ooh, I really am enjoying this so far. Okay. Honestly, as long as you're happy, who the hell cares? 6 of Water, memories, childhood, and nostalgia. Again, it's like something about getting into that energy of like childhood and like that more simpler time where I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's something to be gained by like looking back on your childhood and thinking about the things that made you happy then, and using those things in order to like find your happiness now or something like that. Like this mindless fun. There's something about like taking a break from your mind and like getting your hands dirty. Like if you gardening, it could be just gardening, maybe like to like play in the dirt and the mud and make like mud pies or something. Like, you know, it could be something like that. We're like, okay, maybe I need to like get back in nature. I feel like this was talking about that as well. Like get in the garden, get your hands. It's about that time where I live. It's like springtime, and like get your hands in the soil and just really like it could connect you and kind of like help your mind to calm down and feel better. And it's just like going to put you in a more harmonious state in order to like align with the things that you want in your life and that you're really meant for in your calling. We have 2 6s and also Temperance. So there's a lot about being able to find balance. We have the Judgment energy, which says renewal on the bottom of the deck, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. It's almost like a feeling where you feel like you should be going, but it's like, it almost feels like counterintuitive in order to slow down. But that's what Spirit is saying is going to like renew and refresh your soul right now. Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the logical mind can't. The 6 of Air in reverse, awareness, caution, and consequences. Yeah, it's like you're afraid if you deviate from, yeah, this Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Earth energy, organized, responsible, and supportive. It's like you feel that, oh, 7 of Air. Did I say 6 of Air? So this is 7 of Swords, awareness, caution, and consequences. It's like deviating from this sense of responsibility that you have to do. You feel like you're doing something wrong, like you're committing a crime, even though you're really being drawn to live your life this way right now, and to sort of throw caution to the wind and like kind of like let go of your responsibilities, let loose a little bit. Maybe it's like you're being a little too rigid, and Spirit's like, you listen to your heart right now and not to everything that everyone else is saying. Again, we can employ that moderation. We can, you know, we can realize that people do have valid points, and that, you know, you can't just like, you know, play every day. Like you do have your certain responsibilities, you do have things that you have to do, but you're also allowed to like rest and listen to your own body and what it needs as well. Let loose and have some mindless fun. I'm just gonna get 2 here to wrap up this portion of the reading. We have the Sun, which is very, you know, telling there. And what else? One more. Okay. The 4 of Wands. So this says success, recognition, enthusiasm. The 4 of Fire, prosperity, contentment, and celebration. We also have the Star, inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. It's like there's something about you needing to like just let loose, enjoy your life for a little bit, and like there's going to be some sort of inspiration. There's going to be some sort of, I don't know, maybe they're dancing on this card. There's just going to be some sort of collaboration with somebody else that's going to have an idea or going to have a solution or a suggestion that's really going to turn things around for you, inspire you to take a certain course of action, and just like show you the way, with the Star. So I feel like, yeah, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I feel like we got it. But yeah, this was also on the bottom. Be a savage self-lover, and anyone that don't like it can fuck off. And it's like, you don't want to be disrespectful to people who are trying to help you, because they could genuinely be concerned or scared for you, but you could just kind of gently be like, okay, like, it's not going to change the, like, what I feel like I have to do, but I appreciate your input and I'll take it into consideration. Also, look, who am I? Who have I always been? Look to your childhood. That's a big theme here. So that definitely, I would do that. Now we're just going to get some final advice cards, guys. We're just going to freeform here. I'm going to get a few cards for you from a few different decks, and then we're going to close out the reading. We don't want it to go on too long. So what advice does Aries need right now? Let's see. What advice does Aries most need right now? Spirit guides of Aries, angels, what do you want to say? Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. You've earned the right to take a little bit of a break, maybe. Let's just get like one at a time. What is the advice for Aries? Okay, let's do, what is the advice for Aries? Garden. Oh, yeah. Something lovely will grow from this. Yeah, and like, I feel like that gardening thing, but whatever it is that you like to do when you were a kid, or really think about that and try to connect with that energy. And it might not be in the exact same way, but sort of like the spirit of that, like how can you implement it into your life now? Because like, what if it's like you like to play with Barbies? Because that's what I used to like to do. But I used to like to play pretend. I don't know. I like have really vivid imagination when I was a kid and now. That you could write, you could journal, like you could channel it in some other way. Okay. What other advice for Aries, Spirit? It's too many. What is the advice for Aries? As we close out this reading. Okay. Am I on the right path? This says, sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today's soul action. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. I absolutely love that. And look, how can I be more flexible right now? So that's, excuse me, definitely a vibe, an energy that we need to like connect to. Flexibility instead of rigidity, if that's a word. I don't even know. I think it is. All right. What other advice does Aries need right now? What other guides want to say? Angels. That's way too many. What would you like to say to Aries, guides of Aries? What's your message? You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. That is a good point. Yeah, loosen up. We gotta loosen it up. All right, what else? That's, I don't know. I really want, I don't know, I feel like, but I'm only gonna get one. Okay. All right, what is the message? What is the message for Aries right now? Okay. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. So yeah, I think there's something about other people, and maybe, yeah, get some sleep, get some rest. You are being an ass because you are fucking tired, face to pillow now. We gotta rest. We gotta like enjoy, or maybe like something you like to do when you were younger was going out with your friends. Who's the friend that makes you feel like laugh the most, feel the silliest? I know, like, for instance, my friend Lauren makes me feel like I'm 16 again in high school, like, just because the way our friendship is, it's just like I feel like I'm like a little kid again. So like whoever makes you feel that way, go hang out with them. Like, let somebody else like really like inspire you and make you laugh and get in that wild energy. So all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped shed some light on some things for you. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll hopefully catch you in my next reading, okay? Bye.